Am I live? I can't click go live here.
Is it connected? Yeah, I think you're connected.
Oh, it's loading.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Live. All good. Live. Live on TikTok. Live on Instagram. YouTube. Okay. I'm good. I think all's good. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Perez. I am one of the founding attorneys at Saavedra Perez Law. I'm here live to answer any of your questions that you may have. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have about the immigration process. So if you want to put your comments below, I'm able to answer any questions that you may have. Like I said, my name is Michelle Perez. I'm one of the founding attorneys here at Saavedra Perez Law. Every Thursday at 1 o'clock, I will be doing lives in English. Pero también yo hablo español for those people that want to ask me a question in Spanish. I am also here to answer those questions. But on Thursdays, I'll be doing them in English. If anybody has questions in Spanish, they can also put their questions below. Isabel Saavedra and we opened up this law firm a couple of months ago because we found the need to start a firm just based on client care. And because of the experiences that we've had in our past, we wanted to bring that into our firm. We both have immigration history. Isabel was undocumented for 10 years, and she got her residency when she was about 21 years old. So she understands the fears that it is as an immigrant to live in this country and not have documents and have that fear. And I am a daughter of immigrants. My parents are from Dominican Republic, República Dominicana. They came here when they were little. And they were petitioned by their fathers to come to the United States. However, my father had some issues when he was a teenager, right? And now he's in his mid 60s, and he's never left the country since he came when he was 10. And that's because of the fear that he had leaving the country and coming back, because he understood that he had some serious arrests when he was a teenager and his early 20s. And it wasn't until I became an attorney that I was able to help him out, and we requested a special waiver. And now he's able to fly freely to any country that he wishes. He is waiting for his citizenship, which should be coming next month. And he'll be able to fly to Dominican Republic for the first time in over 55 years. So he is super excited for that moment. And I'm so glad I was able to be a part of that moment with him and be able to safeguard his residency. And that's what I love doing for my clients. We treat them as family because we understand what the fears of being a resident or being undocumented in this country, and maybe not knowing if you're able to fly out or when you can fly to your home country and see your family. So we are offering free consultations for the month of April until the end of the month of April. So please call us. Our phone number is below, and we can see how we can help you. We do family-based humanitarian visas. We do help in family petitions. If maybe you are a citizen or a resident and you want to bring your loved one from outside of the country, we can also help in that aspect. So call us for a free consultation. If you need any advice or you just have simple immigration questions, we're here to help you. call us for a consultation. But if you're on this live now, you can ask your immigration questions down below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you if you have any questions. A little bit about what we do here. I can talk a bit about the different case types that we do. One of the big ones that I personally love doing is something I call criminal investigation or criminal analysis. And my past experiences, I've been able to analyze someone's criminal history to see if we're able to provide any immigration benefits, or maybe you're a resident and you have an criminal history and you're afraid to get your citizenship because you're not sure if you will be placed into deportation proceedings, or maybe you're a resident and you're afraid to leave the country and come back because someone long ago once told you that you shouldn't fly with your kind of record and that they won't let you back in the country. That is true. It depending on your situation, you can get stopped by CBP at the border, and they will place you in deportation proceedings. Depending on the type of arrest record that you have, they can also detain you on the spot, and you would have to ask for a bond in order to be able to get out of immigration custody. So I've handled that a lot in the past. I was mostly in Miami for the first 6 years of my career. So I handled a lot of detained clients in Chrome. And I also dealt with the Miami Immigration Court over there. I am now in the Tampa Bay area. So we do represent clients all over the country because immigration is federal law. We're able to represent anyone in any state. But I am in Florida and Isabel Saavedra is in Fairfax, Virginia. So we have a great location where we're both kind of on one side of, north of the coast. I'm on the south of the coast. So we can help any clients in any part of the country. But yeah, that criminal investigation, criminal analysis, something that I enjoy researching, finding out if maybe your criminal history can affect any immigration benefits that you might be looking to get, or if you're a resident and you're afraid to fly or you're afraid to get your residency. You can definitely call us. Free consultations. I can see if maybe we need to do a little bit more background to see if there is a concern back in your immigration history or your criminal history. Like I said, I've done that for my dad. And I've done that for many clients in the past where they had a lot of federal crimes, state crimes, immigration. The way immigration views those crimes is very complex and very different than you would normally see. So there's a lot that goes into reviewing someone's criminal history to make sure that they're able to fly out if they're a resident, to apply for their citizenship. Maybe even if you're undocumented, it might affect some of the immigration benefits that you're able to get. So call us for a free consultation. I'm able to look at your criminal history, see if there's anybody that maybe there's some way that we can ask for a waiver for some of these criminal history, or maybe I can flat tell you, nope, you're fine and you're scared for nothing. Let's go forward. And it's great that you have an attorney by your side to be able to help you with the process. That's why we're here. We're here to provide help and assistance and be there for you, because we know the fear that comes behind being undocumented or being a resident with some history and not knowing how to navigate the immigration world. It is a different world. So call us for a free consultation. También hablamos español. Si tiene alguna pregunta y quiere preguntar, lo puede poner un comment en el comentario y yo puedo tratar de responder. But English obviously is my best language, but I do speak Spanish, and Isabel Saavedra does these lives Tuesdays at 1 in Spanish, and I will be doing them Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern in English. More about what we do. We've been doing quite a few AOS marriages. AOS just means adjustment of status. And so if you're a U.S. citizen and you married a foreign national and they're maybe here in the United States or maybe they're outside, we can help with that process of petitioning for them and getting them here to the country or getting them legal status. So with the April 1st filings, we had quite a few adjustment of status marriage petitions that we had to get out. And that's just because those prices are going up exponentially. And we wanted to make sure that our clients didn't have to pay the increased filing fees for those marriage petitions. So if you are a U.S. citizen or a resident and you want to petition for your spouse, that's something we definitely have expertise on, and you can call us and we can give you a free consultation and kind of guide you through the process of how long it takes and what the steps are. Usually here at Saavedra Perez, what we do is we'll apply for your residency, for the marriage petition, for your work permit, for your travel permit. And also we would need to submit an affidavit of support, just basically saying that that U.S. citizen spouse or lawful permanent resident spouse will sponsor you financially while you're here in the United States. And that sponsorship usually lasts 5 years, or what they call 40 quarters, which is 40 quarters is just basically a Social Security term where that foreign national has to work a certain amount of hours or quarters to be able to say that they've provided Social Security income to the Social Security Administration, and therefore they are able to apply for maybe some public benefits that they might need after 40 quarters. So after obtaining those 40 quarters, that sponsor, that petitioner is no longer on the hook. Or if that foreign national is able to get their citizenship, then that's when that sponsorship ends. And we've had a lot of questions like that before because, maybe you're a U.S. citizen and you petition for your foreign national spouse, and after a few years, it doesn't work out. And so the number one question is, how am I liable to that foreign national spouse? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on how long that foreign national has been here and how many quarters or how many years have they worked here paying Social Security. It also depends on how long they've been a resident for, and it depends if that foreign national has become a citizen yet. Once they become a citizen, that U.S. citizen spouse is off the hook. So that is one of the big questions that we always get, because sometimes it doesn't always work out, right? When you do marry somebody. And so that is maybe something that can help you with any questions that you might have. But besides that, if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments below. I'm able to answer them live. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help answer any immigration questions that you may have. But besides AOS marriages, we also do VAWA, we do T visa, we do U visa. Like I said, we do criminal investigation type cases where I'm able to look at your criminal history and see if I can help you. We speak Spanish and English. So if you have any questions, you can put in the comments below. VAWA. So let's talk about VAWA. VAWA is a huge topic now in the immigration world. And there's a lot of attorneys, or not attorneys, I would say maybe notarios out there that are submitting false VAWA packages. So if you do have a VAWA out there pending, just be careful and make sure that the attorney or the notario that has submitted your VAWA package has placed all correct information and there's no lies in there. The repercussions of lying to immigration are very severe. In some cases, you can ask for perdón. In some cases, you can't. So I would be know what you're submitting to immigration, know what that person, whoever you hired to submit papers to immigration, that they're doing it correct. Otherwise, you never know what kind of consequences you'll have. I see Ana Valiente commented on TikTok. Ana, ¿cómo estás? Thank you for the shout out. Yes, we love Anna. We're so glad that we were able to help her case out. And now she's with us and just waiting for her case to finish up. But thank you, Anna, for the shout out. We love you, and we're so glad that we were able to help you out in your case. Thank you for the shout out, Anna. And Anna, thank you for all the referrals. We definitely appreciate all the phone calls that come in and they tell us, Ana Valiente told me that I need to call. Thank you, Ana. Freddie, thank you so much for the likes. Freddie Gonzalez, thank you. So VAWA is a big case. In the past 3 years, I've done probably over 250 VAWA cases in my time. And VAWA cases, I've dug very deep into them. And so I'm able to let you know if you have a VAWA case, if you need any waivers, if there's a chance. I've reviewed so many different VAWA cases in my time, and I have not lost one. And that will continue. I will not lose. I will continue fighting for my clients, and I will make sure that we do not lose a case. I'll do everything in my power to make sure that, right, we don't lose. That brings me to an interesting story. We did have a VAWA denial in my last firm, and I spoke to the client and I was like, we can fight this. I was like, let me get your story. And we actually fought, and we grabbed, like, they weren't believing that his marriage was real. And we grabbed a bunch of evidence. I did a huge brief. We submitted it, and within 30 days it was approved. So just because you get denied doesn't mean that's the end of the road. I've done many appeals in my life. Some of these denials are just wrong and an officer just making a mistake. Or maybe they don't believe your story and you have to rewrite it in a different way, but we will make them believe. We will make them believe your story because your story is real. And so if you are even in a situation where maybe you have a VAWA and it was denied in the past, then call us because maybe we can help you fight that denial. Like I said, I've done a lot of appeals. I've done T visa appeals and have won. We won that VAWA appeal. So if you do have a case that maybe you're unsure of and that you got a denial, call us and we're here. We're here to guide you in every step of the way. We're here to be your big sisters. We're here for you. So call us if you have that situation. But VAWA is just basically a humanitarian visa that is used to help victims of domestic violence or victims of abuse. And abuse doesn't just mean physical abuse. Abuse can mean psychological, emotional abuse. We've had a lot of cases in the past, and I reviewed a lot of cases in the past where there was no physical abuse, but there was great psychological, mental, and physical abuse. You just have to show immigration that it was extreme cruelty is the legal term behind it. But it's just basically, what was that feeling for you? How did it affect you? And how we show that to immigration is we get into your past and we show what abuse you have suffered in the past. maybe not from your current abuser, but maybe as you were a child, had a lot of trauma stories come out as we seek what happened to that client. It's so sad. Some of these situations that our clients have been through, but that it helps your case because it shows that you had a pattern of abuse. And so this new abuse cycle that you're in is even stronger to you than a normal person because of your past experiences. And so we use that to elevate your case and to say this is deserving of VAWA because of the intensity behind the abuse. And this can be abuse from your spouse, your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent spouse, even your ex-spouse. So if you have been divorced for less than 2 years, you can still file for VAWA. You have up to the 2-year mark to file, which is great for a lot of people that have maybe they've divorced and they escaped that divorce, they escaped that abusive relationship, and now they don't know what to do because they're officially divorced, and there's no way out, right? There's no way they think is out. And so call us because 2 years is not too late, right? 2 years is not too late. We can definitely help you out. We can file that VAWA package if there was that abuse. Also, if maybe you're in a situation where you're 2 years out and you've been divorced for more than 2 years, then let's look at a T visa domestic violence case. A T visa is similar to VAWA, but it has less strings attached, and we're able to get a T visa for our clients that maybe are not eligible for VAWA. We're able to turn that into a T visa. And that T visa, we can get, they're more lenient when it comes to the waivers. And we're able to, if we're able to show the abuse, it doesn't matter if that was 5-6 years ago, or maybe you were never married, or maybe it was an undocumented foreign national as well, and they severely abused you. We can ask for a T visa. So that's a way that we can help you. Another way for VAWA is maybe you're a foreign national here in the United States, been here for many, many years, to the point where you have U.S. citizen children that are over 21 years old. And maybe they've been abusing you. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be physical. It can be verbal, mental, emotional, financial, like a financial abuse. That we've had many cases in the past where there is no physical, but as long as we show extreme cruelty, which is a legal definition, and you allow us to fight that for you, we're able. We've been winning cases on VAWA where it is just based on emotional and mental abuse. And like I said, we use your past to see how that affects the abuse you're suffering now. VAWA is a great tool, and it's something that was created because why the immigration world or the government understood that maybe these foreign nationals or undocumented people that are here are scared to ask for a petition, ask for help from their abuser, because why should they, right? Why allow the abuser to abuse them even more by hanging their, oh, los papeles, I'll give you your papers if you do this and this and that. That's abuse. That's psychological and mental abuse. And I've heard that time and time again from abusers where they dangle the fact that, you know, I won't believe you. I won't petition for you unless you do X, Y, and Z, unless you pay for this, you're the one working all the time and you give me your checks, or Unless you cook and clean for me every day, I'm not going to ask, pedir for you. So we've heard those stories, and that is a VAWA case. That is extreme cruelty. That's abuse. It might not be physical abuse, but you don't need physical abuse. You can have just psychological abuse. So call us if maybe you have had a situation where you are in an abusive relationship and you don't know what to do. We do have a question in Spanish. Hola, abogada, tengo el paro por ajuste y tengo que ir a México. ¿Qué me recomienda? Ok, usted tiene un advanced parole. No sé si es un advanced parole para ajustir y tengo que ir a México. ¿Qué me recomienda? So, la pregunta es que él tiene una parole. Creo que es que tiene una parole. Porque hay dos maneras para coger residencia, ¿no? Una manera es para hacerlo aquí en los Estados Unidos y solamente puede hacer eso si tiene una visa, que si entró por un visa o si tiene un parol. Algunas personas tienen un parol porque le dieron cuando entraron, o algunas personas tienen una parol porque hizo el especial programa de parol y entró con eso. Si tiene un parol, y depende de la historia que tiene, ¿no? Usted puede ajustar su estatus aquí en los Estados Unidos si está casado con un ciudadano de los Estados Unidos. Si no tiene parol y tiene un pasado de vivir aquí indocumentado, usted sí necesita un perdón antes de salir del país y tiene que hacerlo afuera. Ok, sí entré con visa en mi caso, caso y estoy esperando la aprobación. Ok, si está esperando la aprobación, usted puede mandar la aplicación para residencia también al mismo tiempo. No tiene que esperar para la aprobación de la petición de matrimonio. Lo puede hacerlo junto. Depende de la historia suya. Usted tuve que llamar a nosotros y podemos hacer una consulta gratis para ver su historia completamente, para ver si podemos ayudar a usted. O podemos, si tiene preguntas de su caso, es gratis. La consulta es gratis. Y vamos a ver todas las preguntas que tiene. Usted tiene 30 minutos y puede, nosotros podemos tratar de ayudarte, ¿ok? Pero si entró con visa, usted puede hacer los dos, el petición y la aplicación de residencia al mismo tiempo. Y también con los clientes nosotros mandamos el permiso de trabajo, permiso de viaje y todos los papeles necesarios. Ok, so perfecto. Llama a la oficina y hacemos una consulta, ok? But that was in Spanish, but la cambio card, quiero saber si es seguro salir. Sí, si tiene el combo card, un combo card dice que ese es un permiso de viaje y un permiso de trabajo en una carta. Si dice C09P, eso dice que tiene un combo card y sí puede salir de país. Ok. Si usted tiene un combo card, ese me dice automático que usted entregó la aplicación de residencia también. Ok. So depende de cuánto tiempo ya estuve esperando. Tal vez fácil va a tener una entrevista. Sí, yo lo entregué. Ok, perfecto. Okay, so that's a good question, a combo card. What is a combo card? A combo card is when you submit a work permit and a travel permit at the same time. And there's different ways that you can submit a work permit and a travel permit. But it all depends if you're able to do both. And then if you are at the same time, that's usually when you're applying for residency, you're able to get a combo card. So you'll get an approval for the travel permit, which is it's like a regular size paper approval notice, and you'll get an approval notice for a work permit, but then you'll get a card that says work permit, but the category says CO9P. CO9P is just a combo card, meaning you can use that card to travel outside the United States as if it were a travel permit. And CBP officers, those officers at the border, will know that that is a travel permit combined in one. Fue en junio de 2023. Okay, so casi, depende en su lugar, puede ser casi que va a tener, si no va a tener una entrevista, va a tener una decisión. Okay. But yeah, so we're here for any more of your questions. I'm only here for another minute, but here at Saavedra Perez, we treat you like family because we understand personally how it is to live in fear. Like I said, Isabel was undocumented for 10 years in this country. She knows very well the fears that come behind, just driving, seeing a police officer, trying to work, trying to provide for your family, and the inability to do that because you're undocumented and you don't have the legal status that you need to work or drive with a license or whatever it is. And I am a daughter of immigrants, so my dad has had his share of issues that I had to help him with after I became an attorney. And so even as an attorney, I had that fear for my father. Like, what if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't work and my dad has to go home? Like, home. This is his home. This is your home. You belong here. You all belong here. And we're here to help you make sure that you stay. So call us for free consultations. We're here for free consultations to the end of April. So call us now. Don't wait. You don't want to stay in fear for the rest of your life. Call. See if there's a solution. See if there's a way. Even if another attorney told you no. We've done impossible cases. We've done cases where attorneys have said no, but that's because there's visas out there that maybe they're not unaware of. T visa has been huge in the last couple of years. Call us. See if a TV you're eligible for a T visa. VAWA hasn't been used a lot in the last 4 years. And like I said, I've done over 250 VAWA cases in my time. So call us and see if you have a case. Don't live in fear any longer. I know too well how it is to have that fear that your family member will be deported. So call it for a free consultation. Okay. And that's it for today, for Thursday. But we'll be back every Tuesday at 1 o'clock with Isabel Saavedra. She will be exclusively in Spanish. Obviously, if you have questions in English, she will answer. And I'm here every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern in English. But of course, like you just heard, si tiene preguntas en español, también yo lo puedo responder en español. So call us, free consultation. And if not, I'll see you guys next Thursday. Thank you.